Kids born to teen moms, how different is your life compared to other kids? While other kids complained about their curfews, I was the one setting my mom's bedtime because she had to be up at 5 a.m. for her nursing program. "Mom, you need to get some sleep," I'd say, finding her hunched over thick medical textbooks at our tiny kitchen table, highlighters scattered everywhere like confetti. My mom had me when she was 16. I grew up thinking it was totally normal to quiz your parent on anatomy flashcards during dinner, pronouncing words like sternocleidomastoid between bites of mac and cheese. Our refrigerator was covered with her test schedules instead of my artwork, and I learned to whisper when she was studying for exams that could determine our entire future. The apartment we shared was small, but filled with her determination. Nursing textbooks stacked higher than my homework, her uniform hanging on the bathroom door like a superhero costume. Sometimes I'd catch her practicing IV techniques on an orange, her brow furrowed in concentration, and I'd feel this strange mix of pride and protectiveness wash over me. When I was 12, I remember sitting in the school office waiting for her to pick me up from a fever. The secretary kept looking at the clock, then at me, then back at the clock. Finally, she asked, her voice careful and slightly condescending, "Is your sister coming to get you?" "That's my mom," I said matter-of-factly. The woman's face went completely red. "Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. You look so much alike and she seems so young," I finished for her. But here's the thing. I wasn't embarrassed. I was proud. Because while everyone else's parents were complaining about being tired after their comfortable office jobs, my mom was literally studying to save people's lives while raising me. She'd come home from clinical rotations with stories about patients she'd helped, her eyes bright despite the exhaustion etched around them. The real difference hit me in high school. My friends would roll their eyes when their moms tried to relate to them, dismissing them with phrases like, "Mom, you don't understand what it's like to be young." Meanwhile, my mom actually did understand. She'd listen to my dating drama while folding laundry, offering insights that came from recent experience rather than distant memory. "Trust me, I remember being 17, she'd say, not looking up from her textbook. "That boy is not worth skipping study hall for. Education is the one thing no one can ever take away from you." When my best friend Sarah thought she was pregnant junior year, she didn't go to her own mom with her pearl necklaces and disappointed sighs. She came to mine, sitting at our kitchen table while my mom held her hand and explained options without shame. But the weirdest part, I became the responsible one. While my friends were sneaking out to parties, I was making sure my mom ate dinner between clinical rotations and homework. I'd find her passed out over textbooks at 2 a.m., drool on her notes about cardiac medications, and I'd gently cover her with a blanket before turning off the light. Senior year during college applications, she broke down crying in our kitchen. "What if you don't get in anywhere good because of me? Because I couldn't give you the life other kids had? The tutors? The SAT prep courses?" I looked at this woman who'd graduated high school pregnant, worked 3 jobs to put herself through nursing school, and somehow still made it to every single one of my soccer games. "Mom," I said, grabbing her hands, "you gave me something better. You showed me that excuses are optional, and that determination can overcome almost anything." Last month, I graduated valedictorian. My mom was in the front row wearing scrubs because she'd come straight from a 12-hour shift. When they called my name, she stood up and cheered so loud that half the auditorium turned around. I could see her face glowing with pride, and all those years of shared struggle felt worth it. Later, the principal came up to us. "Your daughter is remarkable," he told my mom. "You should be incredibly proud of how you raised her." My mom smiled, squeezing my hand tightly, and said, "Actually, I think we raised each other."